Okay, so everyone is back. Back. Okay, so we were talking about doing stuff here, right? Let's first do add in middle. So we did add in between. Sorry, add in last and add in first. Now, what if we need to add in between, right? Let's do this. We can actually use. Da, 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 da. I can use ARR dot splice. So splice is something which allows me to do that. Okay. So I can say the index where I need to do that. Okay. So say suppose on the second index, I would like to insert how many elements? I would like to insert say 3 elements. And what all those 3 elements? You have to tell all those 3 elements which you would like to insert. 1, 2, comma 3. If you do that and say console dot log arr, now you see I have got 1, 2 and 3 being inserted there. Okay, everyone? But the problem is splice, right? You have to be very cautious around it. See what happened, right? So you have entered 3 elements, 1, 2, 3, but it also removed that 12 which you had earlier, right? It also removed that 12. Bounce मार जाएगा. But अच्छा नहीं अभी से तो बाउंस नहीं मारना चाहिए अभी तो वी हैव वन मोर आवर यार यू शुड बी एबल टू गेट दैट बाउंस कर रहा है क्या no topic okay let me I mean this topic is like here only right I was about to tell you about splice I mean in the material also we have that splice now okay let me just take the example which we have it here maybe this will be easier for you also but let's put this element okay so let's say we have an array okay we have an array we have student which is an array of array right so we have jack this is one array this is the 0th index this is the first index okay then what I'm saying student data dot splice adding element at index 1 so at index 1 I would like to add an element okay and I don't want to remove anything so basically what does it mean so okay let's try to understand this way what I'm saying so what I'm saying at student data I would like to splice I would like to insert at index 1 don't want to remove anything and this is what I would like to insert okay so what is it I got jack 24 and then I inserted what peter 24 and sarah was already there right now if you see this thing we got what jack peter and sarah and earlier before this before the splice what did we have let's just print it here again so earlier that we had jack sorry earlier we had jack peter and okay no it will not show you this way because it's an array right it will be tough to show you this way 1 minute so this one right we have the problem is if I make the change in the same array this is the object actually this is an object this is not the right way to show you actually let me just remove this one because you get confused just look it from this screen only okay so initially we had jack sarah then we added peter so we got peter here everyone clear or confused what if we add something in push one or pop see in pop so okay see ashutosh what I did confused okay wait so see what is actually I was trying to okay can you tell me where exactly you got confused ashutosh and rahul where exactly you guys got confused अच्छा सिंपल एरे में करना है क्या अच्छा ठीक है let's students name I'll just call it okay just like a normal array Neeraj and I have say Ashwar okay I have Ashwar 2 we have Okay. Okay, don't worry, I'll tell you. Now I would like to use splice. Now understand what splice does. So splice works like this. So splice is like this. It is having start where you would like to do. It's basically the index where you would like to do. Then how many elements you want to remove. How many element to remove. Okay. And then you tell items to add. Okay. Just be with me, everyone. Okay. This is what happens. Okay. Now what I'm saying in the students dot name, I'm saying splice. Then I'm telling at what index. I'm telling at index 1 we have to add. At index 1 we have to add. Do we need to remove anything? It says second second thing which we, and see this values which I'm giving, these are called these are called arguments. These are called argument. The first argument I'm giving 1, that is at index 1 I have to put. Do I need to remove anything from that index? No. 0 means no. Don't remove anything. But add. Now what do I want to add? I would like to add, say, Ani Anirudh. Anirudh. Ani Anni. Anni किसमें था यार? There was some movie that has a character Anni. It's Anni. पता नहीं, I don't know. It's coming into my mind. छिछोरे में? नहीं. Some other old movie. Anni. पता नहीं, याद नहीं आ रहा मुझे अभी. अच्छा ठीक है. So what I said, at index 1, do not remove any element but add Anirudh. Okay. And now if I see this console.log student's name, see what I get. I get Neeraj, and Anirudh also got added, and then Ashwar is there. So what did I say? Now see, splice works in two ways. It add also, it remove also. For example, the same thing now again. What I'll do is, I will just remove this console log. I'll say, so basically, this has added Anirudh, right? Now what I will do is, I will say console, I'll just say student's name dot splice from index 1, remove 1. From index, now I'm not giving this item. So because I don't want to add item, I would like to remove item. So from index 1, remove 1. Okay. And if I do console.log now, which is student's name, so I get Neeraj and Ashwar. So what happened? Anirudh got added, but from this line he got removed also. So now you understood about splice. It works in two ways. It add also, it remove also. How? From where you want to do it. How many elements you want to remove? Because if you are adding, obviously you don't want to remove anything. So you'll say 0. Then you tell what all items you would like to add. If you're adding an item, then you will define the items you would like to add. Otherwise, you will not do that. Clear? I hope clear. Okay. Now same thing, right? We have a concept called multi. I mean, this is something you already know. I've already told you. What if we add an argument in push and pop? So push to Bhupender, you have to add, right? What you would like to push. You have to tell what you would like to push. Pop, you don't need to. Okay, pop will take the last element. Okay. It does not, pop will not take any arguments. Okay, now I was talking about multi-dimensional array. A multi-dimensional array is like this. I mean, this is something I have already told you. Remove, we don't have remove, Rohit. For that only we are using splice. Okay, we don't have remove like a function like a remove. Okay, so we basically have these other things which we have. Okay, now what I was telling you is multi-dimensional array. Now, so multi-dimensional array, it's not something new. I mean, I've already told you about it, but let's see. So multi-dimensional array. Now, why do we call it multi-dimensional array? That is what I'm trying to explain here. So when I said array equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3. So basically it is like this, that 1, you could say like 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? This is like the array. So this is called one dimension. So there is only one dimension. Okay. Now, what if I would like to have multiple dimensions? Now, what is multiple dimensions? Consider this, that I create an array of array which is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. In this case, what it will be? It will be like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it will kind of become a matrix. How you have your matrix, na? Same thing. No, no, Darla, not theater and matrix. It is matrix in your maths. Okay, got it? Now, what if I want to have 3D array? In 3D array, what will happen? Within this, again you will be putting it. Mukesh is saying because due to heavy rain and wind, lightning also going on. Extremely sorry, sir. Okay, Mukesh, I'll see you on Monday. बहुत याद आएगी यार तेरी. You are leaving, man. I'll feel very bad. See, everyone will be crying. Mukesh, तुसी जा रहे हो, तुसी ना जाओ. Okay. So what I was telling you about the multi-dimensional array, right? So that's how you could have a multi-dimensional array. And how do we access that? We already know, right? नहीं बेइज्जती नहीं कर रहे यार पुष्कर, we are not doing it. But yeah, that's good of Mukesh that he told that he has to leave. I'm just kidding यार. तुम everything you guys will take it seriously. I'm trying to light the माहौल and you guys are next time तो joke ही नहीं मारूंगा मैं, कोई लगता है. Okay, so with this thing, how do you access elements? You say ARR 0. When you say 0, you are accessing this array, right? And then within this, if you would like to access, say, this one, so you will be like, I would like to access this element, so you'll say 0. So you will be getting what? 1. And that is why it works like matrix. Why? Because in matrix, what do you have? 0 1 2 0 1, right? These are the rows, these are the columns. Okay, these are the columns. You're getting what I'm saying, or got confused? Everyone? अच्छा, okay, तुम confused हो गए. Wait, Mari. Wait. Is anybody from Karnataka here? Who knows Kannada? No? Nobody? No one is from Karnataka? Me, Sharan is there. So Sharan, you must have noticed I talk, like in between I do say Madi a lot. Can you tell people what does that mean? Yep, do. That means do. So when I say what sentence now? See, I am not able to put it. Okay, I'll tell you one minute. So if I say clean Madi, right? If like in Madi, it's in Kannada, you say Madi, right? That means do. So if I say clean Madi, that means clean this thing. Okay, I just because there are times I say that. Okay, so what I was telling you about the multi-dimensional array. So the thing about multi-dimensional array is it can kind of work like a matrix. Now you guys know a matrix, right? This is a matrix. This is a matrix. In your mathematics, you have a matrix like this. Consider this. So this is a matrix which is having how many columns? 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2. So this is row, correct? So can I tell how many rows are there? 3 rows are there and 4 columns are there. It is a matrix of 3 into 4. 3 rows, 4 columns, right? Now, if I need to have the same structure through array, what I can do, I can create a multi-dimensional array, which will have 1, 2, 3, 4 as 1, then 4, say 5, 6, 7, 8, another array, then 9, 10, 11, 12 as another array. Now what has happened here? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, that becomes first array. This one, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just representing that, okay? It's not that in the memory it will be stored like this, okay? 5, 7, 8, and then 9. So I'm saying why we call it as a matrix. I'm trying to tell you that, okay? Now say in your matrix, you remember you used to access like matrix 0, 0. That is what you used to do in maths. So if I need to access this 0, 0, basically what I'm accessing, this one element. And the same thing if I do here, array 0, 0. So what it will do? It will first 0 index this item, and in within that 1. It is accessing the one element. So that is why I'm saying when you say 2D array, this is your 2D array. It has two dimensions. It kind of like a matrix. If anybody asks you, you can tell that. Clear? Everyone? Cool, cool. Now, one more thing. Again, same thing has happened again here. If you see this material of yours, right? In your material, uh, the we are doing something here. Okay, we are see here we are doing. You see looping. We are talking about looping, but again, we don't know about loops. Right now, we don't know about loops, right? Why we don't know about loops? Because loops are here. So I will not tell you this thing now. Okay, I'll tell you this thing later on. But whatever I'm saying later on, don't worry, it will be like super simple, super quick. Okay, everything you will understand what I'm saying. Cool, everyone? One more thing. So, did you guys understand about the array and everything? Cool. Now, see, with arrays, right? We were talking about inbuilt functions. So we have a lot of inbuilt function in array. If I could show you some of the functions here, right? Let's open this document which we have. Right? A lot of functions are there. You see, we have already talked about push, unshift, pop, shift, but then we have sort, we have slice we have talked about, splice we have talked about, we have includes, we have for each, right? We have filter, we have find, index, and all. Let's talk about few of these functions. These are inbuilt functions, and these inbuilt function can be useful many times, and we do use a lot of places. Okay, we do use these at a lot of places. So okay, before doing this, let me just create a multi-dimensional array and show you. Okay, I'll just call it as 2D. Again, can you tell me why this error is coming? Can you tell me why this error is coming? Error is coming. Why this error is coming? Can you see the red line is coming? Exactly, Amrut. We cannot start with the number. We can put a number at later on, but we cannot start with that. Okay, I could say something like 2D array. 2D array. Okay, so this is a 2D array which is of what? Can you tell me how many rows and columns are there? There are. Can you tell me how many rows and columns are there? How many rows and columns are there? 2 into 3. 2 into 3, right? 2 rows and 3 columns. So each cell value becomes a column, and each array becomes a row, right? So 2 into 3. Okay, so this is my two-dimensional array. Can I console this? I can console this thing, which is my 2D array. Let's see, how does it look? You guys already know about it. See, it is kind of looking like that only, right? Like a matrix. Can you see this? It looks like a matrix. Now let's talk about the functions, inbuilt functions. Inbuilt functions in array. Okay. Now let's see this. Today we have like 33 people here. A lot of people have left. Boring hai kya session? No? Oh, IPL, is it? IPL started. अच्छा, okay. Nowadays actually I have not seen IPLs and all. अब IPL का time का रहता है यार. It's like you do your work, then you do this thing, or if I'll not be doing this thing, then I'll be doing some other things. Could be that thing. Could be that thing. Pushkar, that they might be from IT, so they must be thinking कि not required. हाँ, अभी तो लाइव के आईपीएल लगे हुए हैं रजनीश. लाइव का आईपीएल बन रखा है. So I used to watch IPL when I was like, so the first IPL came when I was in 12th. Yeah, the first IPL happened when I was in 11th. I was in 11th at that time. Yep. So that time I used to watch 11th and 12th. I watched little bit in college. I did, but after that I was like fed up. Right, every day you'll have matches here, so you get bored of it now. So now you have more things to do. तो होता नहीं इसलिए. Batting, we were not doing batting as such, man. But Sandeep, what you are thinking? I am doing batting and all. No, I do fixing. बैटिंग इज अ स्मॉल थिंग. ओके, अपन फिक्सिंग करते हैं डायरेक्टली. ओके, ठीक है. So we were talking about the inbuilt functions, right? So in inbuilt functions, we have multiple inbuilt functions. So what I'll do first thing is console.clear so that we will have a clean space. Now cool. Now let's have an array here. In this array, I'll have an array say 4, comma 1, comma 5, comma 90, comma 0, comma minus 1. Just some random array I have taken. Now what I'll say is, okay, one more thing. Before this, I get, because you guys said IT, non-IT. Is there anyone who is listening to me right now who is from IT background? Anyone can put it on the chat. Piyush, okay. So Piyush and Adish, you are from IT background. So you are in like which, you are in first year, second year. What is it? BCA completed. Okay. IT graduated. IT graduated in the sense what, Adish? BTech. B. Okay. So okay. Tell me one more thing. Do you find the sessions whatever we are having, because obviously some of these things you already know, right? Are you finding it interesting, or like, obviously it is not interesting for you, but it is not so boring, right? Is it like good enough, interesting na? ठीक है. I just want to make sure that it's not boring for the people who are from IT background. At least you guys are also able to learn something. That's what I was hoping for. Cool, cool, awesome. Okay, so now we were talking about the inbuilt functions. Okay, now the inbuilt functions are the functions again which are being provided by the JavaScript itself for you to implement. Now see, we have this array. You see this array, which is having 415. So the things are not sequential here. Sequential in the sense, obviously, if I need to sort it, do you know about sorting? Sorting things means putting the things into a particular order. Okay, so for example, right now the things are not in particular order. Why? Because ideally minus 1 should come first, then 0 should come, then 1 should come, then 4, then 5, then 90. That will be the sorted order, na? That will be the sorted order, correct? How do I do that sorting? So what I can do, I can say arr dot sort. Can you see? Sort. I can do the sorting here. Okay, I can do the sorting here. If I do the sorting, and now if I do a console dot log of arr, then see what happens. I got, array got changed, right? Minus 1 0 1 4 5 90. Minus 1 0 1 4 5 90. Correct. Now I could also change this. So right now by default it is ascending. I can also make this descending, which you may not understand right now what has happened, but I just want to do it. Okay, I just want to do it so that you will, you see, 95410 minus 1. But what is this which I have written? Okay, today you do not know about it. This is something we call it as callback function. Again, it is dealing with function. Okay, it is dealing with function. So what happened, Ashutosh, right? Inbuilt function, what it did when we called array sort, it took this array and it changed this array. Okay, this is something JavaScript did for us ourselves. Okay, sort is only var one element or whole. Nee, it is for whole, right? See, for example, that is what happened, Nikhil. This is the entire array, right? This entire array right now is not in a sorted form. What did I tell that? What I did basically, I said array dot sort. I would like to sort the array. So when I do not define anything, by default, the sorting is ascending order. That means the smallest will come first, then a greater, then greater, then greater. So when I did that, and in the console log, you see the array came as minus one. So it basically changed the sort. When I said array dot sort, it basically changed the array to minus 1 0 1 4 5 5 90, like that. Minus 1 0 1 4 5 90. Okay, similarly when I did this, so this is something called ascending. We did, this is something we did for ascending. Again, you will not understand this is a callback function. When we'll talk about functions, at that time you will understand a little bit about it. By applying this, I told it JavaScript that you have to do a descending order. So when I did descending, then 90 came first, and then rest of the things come. Yes, Anirudh, it can change. See, it will change. Yes, it can do, right? For example, I could have an array. See, I could have array which is having, say, true, comma false, comma true. Okay. And I would like to say sort this thing. Okay. I'll say arr dot sort. Okay. And I'll say console dot log arr. So what did we get? We got false, false, true, true. Why? Because false is 0, right? False is 0, true is 1. So obviously false came first and true went back, right? Similarly, you can do with the string also, right? Similarly, you could do with the string also. Like consider you have ARR, you have an array of names. So I have Neeraj, and then say I have Anirudh, and then say I have who else? Adish. Okay. And I would like to sort this thing. ARR dot sort I did. Okay. Console dot log what ARR. See, Adish came first, then Anirudh. Why? A, right? N should come later on. Then the Neeraj came. So this also you could do. Clear? We can do sort. Now, what if consider this is the position, this is the array. Let's consider this is the array. I'll just, or maybe I'll just write a new array. Let's have another array. We'll have 34, 12, 5, 6, 67, 88. So this is the array. Now within this array, so for answering array in descending order, first we have to sort in ascending. No, 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 Ashwar. That is not what we need to do. No, 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 no. See, even here, this is just one example which I gave. Even if I comment this code, right? You see this code? If I comment this also, then also see I'm getting that in descending. To make it in descending order, you have to execute this code. Maybe let me just put it here. Descending. This is the descending order. Okay, this way. It is not related to this that you have to do this and that. Okay. Now what I was telling you about, consider this is the array which you have, right? This is the array you have. Now what if you would like to find, you would like to know, you would like to know the index of any item in here. So for example, you would like to know the index of 5. You want to know where 5 is, right? So what you could do, you will say array dot index of 5. So it will tell you where the 5 is. It is telling you 5 is at position 2. How? 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. 5 came here, right? Now what if you're asking for something which is not there in the array? So you are asking for 100, which is not there in the array. Because it is not there, you will be getting -1. -1. Not present. Okay, that is how you can get the, you can find the element, right? Somebody had asked this question, I forgot it. Yes, 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 Bhupender. It is for the array, right? It will work for the string also. So if you have array of string, if you have array of string, it will work. Cool. Okay. Similar to this, we also have concatenate, right? You remember concat we have with the string, we also have with the this guy also. Consider we have this ARR array. You would like to do ARR thing, or maybe you could say something like console.log arr.concat. You would like to concat this with another array. Which is the another array? Let's say I would like to give this array. So the new array is what? Whatever the previous array plus this new thing which, so a new array is coming. Clear? Everyone? Okay. Now we have this another function called filter. We have another thing called filter. Okay. Now I want every one of you to make sure that you ask me this question when I talk about functions. What is filter function in array? Filter function in array. Can you guys keep it a note of it? Filter function and reduce and map function. Filter function I'll just write it here. Maybe you guys remember. Ask me when I will teach you about functions. What you need to ask me? Filter function. What is filter function? What is map function? What is reduce function? Okay, this is important. Important in the sense you will be using it a lot. Okay, and reduce and all, they ask in interviews also, like how does reduce work, what we can do with the reduce, all these kind of things can be asked. Okay, and even here, right, you see here you have this thing reduce. You see here in your interview question they have mentioned, interview question, how does this reduce work? So maybe I will take the example of this guy and I will tell you again. And map function is also here. Filter they have not mentioned, filter is on the top. Okay, let's talk about this for each function. Oh no, for each function also we cannot do it today, because for each function also uses something called a what, a function. It uses internally a function. Because you do not know function at this point of time, it will be a bit difficult for you guys to understand about it. Okay, one more operator which I would like to tell you about, which we did not tell in the previous session. जो टॉपिक ऐसे स्किप करते हैं उसको ऐसे बता दिया करो, लिख लिया करेंगे. हाँ, तो आई टेल यू ना निखिल, लाइक ऐसे इन द सेंस लाइक दिस वे यू आर सेइंग द वे आई डिड. हाँ, तो I mean I usually tell, but हाँ, like we can do it this way also. Either ways is fine. And see, now the thing is you have to do it by yourself. I'll tell you, Nikhil. I'm skipping. Okay. Now what you need to do, right? This is your job. That once the session is done, tomorrow what you need to do, right? You have to go with this. You have to open this file, which is this. Okay. In here, see what all things I have taught you. Okay, and what all things I did not tell you, right? See, hoga kya na, I'll tell you one thing. See, this is me who is asking you that, this is one topic which I have left, I will tell you later and all that stuff. Said, what if I don't do that? What if I just simply skip the things? What if I don't do my job properly? Just think this way. Correct? How will you guys know whether I'm teaching you properly or not? So for that, what you need to do, you need to do a little bit effort from your end also. What you do, right, after every session you go through this thing and you see what all things are being covered, right? What if I am not covering anything, or maybe tomorrow some other instructor might come in place of me, right? What if that guy is not covering the things? Because this is not our school right now, this is not our college, right? You guys have to take ownership of the things. So if somebody is coming and making a fool of you, right? अब मान लो मैं आता हूँ कुछ भी बता के चले जाता हूँ, तो ऐसे नहीं चलेगा ना, कहानी सुनने थोड़ी ना आ रखे हो तुम यहाँ पे. So even you, from your end, you have to do some effort. Ki yaar, whether this guy is telling us correctly or not. Correct? So this is a little bit effort you need to do from your end also. Okay. If what if we take an array with repeating numbers at diff index? Will it show the index? No. So what it will do, Darshit, right? You must be saying that if you have same number multiple times repeated and you say index of, right? So it will show you the index of that number the first time it will find. For example, you have 4, 6, 2, 2. 2 comma 2, and you are looking for 2, so it will find the index of the first 2, not the second 2. Clear? So that is what I'm saying. See, from my end, obviously I will do my best, because the way I teach, like the way I explain things, I want it to be in a certain order, right? And for some reason, obviously, see, this is just me, right? Alma Better has like multiple instructors, and the way Alma Better has created their content, they have created by themselves, right? Every instructor will have their own way of teaching things. I have different way of teaching things, right? If it is about me, I would have told you object first, right? For example, in here, if it is about me, I probably would have told you objects first and then the other things. But again, is that the right way? Maybe, may not be. That is just my way of teaching things. You getting what I'm saying? There could be some other instructors who would like to teach JavaScript string first, then arrays, and then this thing. Right? It is from instructor to instructor. It is because I want to do it in certain way, the way I want it to be, or the way. See, मेरा पढ़ाने का तरीका क्या है? See, I'll tell you why I teach the way I teach. Because I try to teach the way how I wanted myself to be taught. If I would be in your place, if I'll be on the other half of the screen, if I'll be on that side, I would want somebody like me to teach me my way. That is what the thing is. तो मैं उस तरीके से पढ़ाता हूँ जैसे मैं चाहता हूँ कि मुझे कोई पढ़ाता. You're getting what I'm saying? So that's why the thing is a little different the way I sometimes teach things, right? So, but rest assured, whatever you will be getting from me, right? Whatever the things which I'll be telling you, it will be good enough. Okay, it should be good enough. And if at all it is not, tell me that it is not good enough. Okay, tell me that, that is where you have to come and say ki ye nahi hua, wo nahi hua, and all those things. Okay, so I was telling you about something else. Okay, so I forgot about it. uh, okay, so I was telling you about one operator. Okay, now this operator is called spread operator. And as the name says, spread, it basically what it does is spread the things. It spread the things. Let's see. Consider you have an array. Again, I'll say arr equals to 23, 34, 35. See, one more thing I would like to tell you, right? It does not mean the way Alma Better has designed the things, it is wrong. No, that is not the case. It is me that I want to put the things in a different order, right? It is me that I want to. If at all you think, no, Neeraj, you don't try to act smart, just do things which is being told to you to do, right? Whatever Alma Better is given, just tell that stuff. Then you can just tell me on the this thing, what is that? Feedback. Then I will do in that way. So it's up to you guys, okay? But as long as you do not tell me what to do, then I'll be doing the things the way I want it to be. Yeah. Okay, now what I was telling you about the spread operator. So there is an operator called spread operator. Okay, now within the spread operator, what it does, it basically spread the things. Now how does it do? Like, consider like this thing first. Console.log, if I say dot, so I used three dots, and then I'll say arr. So what I did, I used three dots, and then I said arr. So what I'm saying, spread the array. Dot means spread the array. Okay. Now if I do this, see what happens. I got 23, 34, 56, 67. Now see, there is a difference. It is not coming in the form of the array. It is not coming in the form of the array. Right? Everyone, can you see that? Can I have some? Correct. So basically, what spread did, it basically spreaded the things. So whatever was there in the array, it just spreaded it out. Okay. Let me give you one more example. I'll create another ARR2, which will have 3, 4, 4, comma 6. Okay. Then I'll create another array ARR3. Now see what I'm going to be doing in ARR3. In ARR3, I'm going to be saying spread the ARR. So when it will spread the ARR, what it will do, it will put 23, comma 34, 56, 67, and then I'll say spread arr 2 also. And then what will be the array? What will be the array after that? It will be arr 3. It will have both the elements. Okay, Bhupender, right now it might be okay. So okay, why are we using it, right? That is the thing. So right now you're just seeing the how do we use it, how is it helping you, right? That is what essentially you are asking. एक second, huh? बताता हूँ. So like, see this example. So we have this another thing. I don't know if it will come in future or not, but because you asked, here are three came in a form only. Huh, that came in the error form only, Shapshri, because here in the AR3, what I did, I actually use these arrays also, right? I said within this array only you spread. So if you're spreading within the array, the final output will be the array. However, when I asked this case, in this case, I was not in, having these things close within the array. So that's why they came it like that. Clear? Everyone? Okay. Why this spread operator will be used, right? Okay, maybe what I can do to tell you that is, I'm just thinking whether I should tell you destructuring operator. now or not? Because I believe destructuring will come at later on. It will come later on, so I'll tell you about at that time the destructuring. There is a concept called destructuring where the spread is being used. Okay, but right now what you need to use, like, so the question was why the spread operator is being used. So the spread operators are used in many cases where you just simply see, for example, you want to access this element of some things, right? So you just want to spread all those items at once. So for that purpose you use that spread operator, and we will be using this spread operator a lot when we'll be working with this thing. Okay, let me just think if I can give you one good example of this. Uh, Let me just do this. Okay, wait. Okay, let me just clear this. I'm just thinking whether it will, how better I can explain you that. Huh? Just give me a minute. So I will do this. Let's see, yeah, not push. Maybe if I say not nine. The main use of spread, I will actually tell you later on. It is basically making the so basically what spread essentially does, right? What you need to do, what you need to understand, it basically creates the copy. So for example, if you have 23, 34, 56, 67, so what it will do, it will just create a copy of these guys and put it here. That is what you need to understand about the spread operator. Okay. After spreading, it will consider as array. No. After spreading, it will not consider it as an array. नहीं छोड़ दो नहीं मतलब don't worry, spread operator we will use in future also, so it's not that you will forget about it. I will tell you about spread operator again. It will come in future also. It was there in your assignment, so I just thought of telling you. Don't worry about it, it will come again. Okay, so guys, we are done with array in general. Okay, we are left with these obviously there are a couple of things others we have, but that is something we'll later on cover. So we will talk about this filter, map and reduce when we'll be talking about functions. Acha, wait a minute. I have a couple of things on the question and okay, only one guy. Nikhil only has put it week May one session revision ka kar sakte hain. I don't think so, Nikhil. That will happen. You can check with the Alma Beta team, but I don't think that will happen. See, revision ka to yaar kya hai na? You have to do it by yourself. See, what I can tell you, right? Do your revision. If you're stuck with something, ask me. I will tell you. Right? That is what I do most of the times. But sir, it is showing in array form only on the console even after spreading. Hey, there is a difference now. Wait. See, Subsri, two things are there. Consider this first one. Okay, if I spread this, see earlier it was not spread. If I spread this, then I'm getting what? You see, it is not coming in the form of array. However, this array 3 is coming in the form of array. Why it is coming form of the array? Because when I'm spreading it, I'm actually spreading it inside an array only. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions, you guys can ask me your questions. If not, then I will just solve the problem what Ashutosh is having. If you want to know the type of ARR3, again, simple. What do? We do console.log type of what? ARR3 object. Okay. ठीक है दर्शित. And see one more thing which we have. Now, what if, how do we know? Consider this thing. Now, ARR3 is an array. Now, how do you know whether it is an array or not? I mean, just think this way, that you have a variable. How do you know it is an array or not? I mean, because type of is telling you it's an object. So, how do you know whether it's an array or not? For that, what you can do this console.log, you can say array, then dot is array, and I'm just gonna say is ARR3 an array? Is ARR3 an array? It says true. Now what if I create another variable? What if I create another variable c? यहाँ पे let c equals to 12. Now 12 is what? A number. And if I ask what the c is c an array? No, c is not an array. C is not an array. Okay, just a handy trick to know whether something is an array or not. Okay, sometimes it might be required. अच्छा वो यार नहीं, what happens, right? Obviously initially you will feel that how you need to remember all that stuff. See, I'll tell you how do you remember that. Okay, you will most likely will forget about it. Okay, I'll give you a real world scenario how it will work. You will forget about it. Okay, maybe you'll remember for 2 days, 1 day, 3 days. After that you'll forget about it. Now how the things will work, right? When you'll be working with some project, okay, something, there might be a situation will come where you have to find out whether a variable is a array or not. Okay, and at that point you will not exactly remember how to do that. Okay, exactly, you will not remember how exactly to do that, but you will know it is possible. See, there is a difference. You will not remember how to do it, but you will know it is possible. Now because it is possible, what you will be doing, you will just go to Google, you will say how to find, correct? Google will help, but in order to ask help from Google, you should know that is possible, right? See, there is one problem which you don't even know what is going to be happening in that, right? And you're simply doing Google. That is time waste. Listen to me what I'm saying. That is time waste. The other thing is that you know this is possible, 100% it is possible, but exact syntax I don't remember, so that you can simply get it. And there is another thing that you are trying to find everything in Google, so that is full time waste. Okay, fine. So guys, we are done with today's session. If you guys want to leave, you guys can leave. Okay, I just want to, or if you have any questions, you can tell me the questions in the chat section. Meanwhile, Ashutosh, do one thing. अब एग्जैक्टली जैसा मैं कर रहा हूँ ना आशुतोष, वैसे ही करना. ओके, डोंट डू एनीथिंग एल्स एंड डोंट डू एनीथिंग एल्स, मतलब डोंट डू एनीथिंग एल्स. Exactly what I'm doing. Open a new instance of Visual Studio Code. If you are using Windows, open a new Visual Studio Code. हाँ, code link. 1 minute. I'll share the code link. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Ta-da, ta. So I'll do one thing. Put it here. No, Java and JS is not same. Okay, now Ashutosh, you must have opened a new this thing, right? Now do one thing. Click on the file on the top, okay, and open a new folder. Just open any folder, okay. I am opening Introduction to JavaScript. You can open any folder. You can open any folder. Just open any folder in it. Done. Folder open हो गया? Yes. And click here on this. Tell me whether you have live extension, live server or not. Do you have live server? Do you have this live server RIT wiki day installed here? Are you also seeing the same screen? Disable and uninstall. Disable and uninstall. Yes. Okay. Now what you need to do is, don't look into these files. Like, these are the files which I am having in your folder. You may have some other files or you may not have any other files. Don't worry about it. Now do one thing. Right click here, new file, and the file name you give hello.html. Hello.html. It will come, Piyush, in a minute. Now if you check, it will be there. It was getting uploaded now. Hello.html. Did you create hello.html? Created? Yes. Now just type doc and then press tab. This entire thing will come. Press DOC and then tab. This entire thing will come. Came? Entire thing came? Yes? Okay. Done. Save this file. Save this. Now, in your screen, in your hello.html, on the right bottom, you will see go live. Right bottom, there is go live. Yes or no? Yes. Click on that go live and wait. Automatically, a browser will open, like which will have documents written on the top. Automatically, a tab will open. Did it open? Did your browser open? Yes. That browser must be blank, completely blank, right? Like this document blank. Correct? Okay, wait. Let that be open. Okay. Now maybe what you can do, you can split the screen. You can have this document here and your screen here.